Good day, watch fans. So today we're going to be looking at the GMT Master 2 prices, ADs versus the grey market. Should you flip or should you skip? So we're going to be looking at GMT Master 2s. We're going to be today looking at the current production model. So we're going to look at the difference between the AD prices and the grey market prices, and which models you're better off. Again, if you can get them from the ADs, getting from the ADs and flipping, or if you offer them from the ADs, skipping. So the first watch that we're going to look at is the GMT Master 2 Pepsi. Reference number 126710BLRO. Now the Pepsi is one of the most iconic GMT Master Rolex watches, full stop, with its red and blue bezel. Now this watch, if you wanted to buy it at retail, we're going to be looking at first on the Jubilee bracelet. On the Jubilee bracelet, this would be costing you £9,150 if you're lucky enough to get this from an authorised dealer. Now, if you went onto the grey market and you were trying to buy this watch, it would cost you around about £17,000, again for the brand new 2023 model. Now, that is a massive price difference between the authorised dealers and the grey market. So, if you were lucky enough now to get the authorised dealers to sell you a Pepsi with a Jubilee bracelet, and you were looking to flip it, you would be there making your money. So Pepsi is definitely now a very good investment if you can get it from the authorised dealers. The next watch we're going to look at now is the Batgirl. Now this is the GMT Master 2 blue and black bezel, 126710BLNR. So the Batgirl now is the blue and black bezel with the Jubilee bracelet. Now retail, you're going to be looking at buying this for £9,150. But if you wanted to get this watch on the grey market, it would be costing you, around about £15,000. So again, another one of the steel sports model GMT Master 2s that is trading well above retail price. So if you manage to get this from an authorised dealers, again, the Batgirl is a great investment. Now the next GMT Master 2 we're going to look at is the Sprite. So this is the left-hand drive model. So this is the green and black bezel. So the reference number on this is 126720VTNR. So the Sprite now is a very controversial model. Some people love it, some people hate it. It's the Marmite of the watch world. Personally, I'm not a massive fan, but it is a model that is different. It is a collector's piece, and there's definitely rumours now circulating that this is going to be discontinued. So the Sprite now, if you're lucky enough to get the Jubilee bracelet Sprite from an authorised dealer, is going to cost you £9,600. Now this watch now, if you went to the grey market, is going to be costing you around about £17,000 to £20,000. Obviously the newer the model is going to be a higher price. So if you look at the 2023 model, it is going to be costing you around about £20,000. Maybe a little bit less from some sort of dealers if they got a lot on offer, but with the rumours now that it's going to be discontinued, we could see prices soaring. So the next watch we're going to look at is the Pepsi on the Oyster bracelet. 126710BLRO. And now this watch, if you bought it from retail, because the Oyster bracelet isn't as pricey as the Jubilee, you'd be paying £9,000. Now if you went to the grey market, again this watch holds a premium. You're going to be looking at paying around about £17,000 for this watch on the Oyster bracelet. Now the Jubilee tends to sell a little bit higher than the Oyster bracelet, but again it's up to you. Personally, I prefer the Pepsi with the Jubilee. I think it looks a little bit more classy, a little bit more iconic. But if you want something a little bit more masculine, a little bit more sporty, the Oyster bracelet looks great too. So again, if you were getting this at the authorised dealers, you would be getting a massive investment, a massive return on this watch if in the future you did go to sell it. Next up, we're going to be looking at the Batman. This now is the black and blue bezeled GMT Master 2 with an Oyster bracelet. So the reference number for this is 116710BLNR. So this is on the Oyster strap, like I said. So this watch now, if you went to the authorised dealers now, it would cost you £9,000. If you went to the grey market, you'd be picking this watch up for around about £13,000 to £14,000. Again, the Oyster bracelet is a little bit less expensive than the Jubilee. Now the Batman again is a watch that Again, personally, I'm not a huge fan of. I always would rather a Pepsi, but it does sell at a premium. So if you got this from the authorized dealers, you'd be guaranteed to make a profit, or you'd be holding it and you'd be getting a big return on your investment. So the next watch now we're going to be looking at is the Sprite on the Oyster bracelet. Again, this at retail is a little bit cheaper than the Jubilee, and it is going for £9,450. Now again, like I said, this watch is rumours of it discontinuing. It definitely sells at a premium, so if you can pick this up from an authorised dealer, again you're going to get a great buy, because if you went to the grey market, it's going to be costing you about £18,000, maybe even a little bit more, especially now that they're getting harder and harder to get, because authorised dealers are not receiving the shipments of GMT Master 2 so much, they're definitely starting to creep up in their prices again. Next up, we're going to move on to the Steel and Rose Root Beer. Now the Steel and Rose Root Beer, reference number 126711CHNR. So the root beer now, the Steel and Rose, if you went and bought this at retail, it would be costing you £13,600. Now this watch is still trading above retail on the grey market. So if you went to the grey market and went to pick up this watch, it would be costing you around about £17,000. Now the difference between the Steel and Rose Root Beer at AD and grey market is a little bit shorter. So again, this watch now isn't trending above retail as much as say the Pepsi or the Batman or the Sprite, but it is still trending above retail. So again, it's still a good buy and you're still getting a good return on your investment. Now we're going to look at the All Rose Gold Root Beer. Now the All Rose Gold Root Beer, reference number 126715CHNR. Now the All Rose Root Beer unfortunately is not trading above retail. So at retail this watch is going to cost you £34,200. This watch now on the grey market is trending around about £31,000 to £32,000. But the thing is, that's the price that the grey market is selling it at. That's not the price they're going to be buying it off you. So if you want an All Rose Gold Root Beer, I suggest that you go to the grey market for this, because you're going to get a watch that is cheaper than you'd be getting it at an authorised dealer, if now you were offered these at the authorised dealers. Moving on now to our white gold Pepsis. Now there's two of these. There is the blue dial and there is the meteorite dial. So first off, we're going to be looking at the blue dial. So reference number 126719BLRO. So if you got the white gold blue dial at an authorised dealers now, this is going to cost you £34,200. Now if you went to the grey market to pick up this watch, so you're going to be looking at buying this on the grey market for around about £33,000. So again, this is trading under retail price. So this watch now, again, like I said, they're not buying it off you at that price. They'll be probably buying it off you, the grey market dealers, for around about £29,000. So you're going to make a loss on this if you bought it at an authorised dealer and then went on to sell it. But again, if this is the watch for you, just go straight to the grey market and you can pick up a 2023 model under retail price. The next one we look at is the meteorite dial. Now this watch again is something that is very sought after. People love this watch. So the reference number on this is 126719BLRO. So at retail this is going to cost you £34,200. On the grey market now, you're going to be looking at paying around about £36,000 to £37,000 for this watch. Now this is trading above retail. And the main reason for this is the meteorite dial. Every single one of them is different. You're not going to get two the same, because again it is cut from meteorite. This dial now, again, a lot of people love it, and it's a precious metal watch. So you've got two unique things going on. So again, this one now, if you bought it from an authorised dealer, you'd probably break even on it. You're not going to be making huge profits on it, but you would probably break even. Now we're moving on to the newest models, the Rolex Gmt Master 2 Guinness. So first off, we're going to look at the steel and gold model. So we're going to look at the reference number 126713. So this is going to cost you £13,850 at retail. Now on the grey market, this watch is trending for around about £16,000 to £17,000, high 16s, early 17s. Now this watch, when it first came out was trending a bit heavier, was trending a bit higher, but now the price has come down a little bit and it's trending a bit lower. So it's pretty close to the retail price on the steel and gold model. If we look at the all gold model of the Guinness, reference number 126718. Now this at retail will cost you £32,700 if you were lucky enough to get this from an authorised dealer. Now, if you bought this on the grey market, it would be going for about £38,500. So again, this is trending over retail. Again, the margin is very close to the retail price when you consider things like the Pepsi, the Batman and the Sprite have got a much bigger profit and a much bigger margin. So that's the prices now on the most current GMT Master 2 models, the difference between the authorised dealer price and the grey market price. Please like, subscribe and comment on the video and let me know what you think.